These are green lentils. These are red lentils. We're going to soak the red ones for about 15 minutes or 20. You can even soak the red ones longer, an hour. And we're going to cook these green ones, boil them for about 15 minutes. Okay, these lentils don't need very long, 10 or 15 minutes. Let me go ahead and strain them. These bay leaves out. You see that cup of green lentils cooked up really quick, less than 10 minutes. The orange ones are going to break down really quick, so I'm just kind of letting them soak, and you can see it, they soaked up all the water, and they're kind of starchy, so I kind of want to give them a little rinse. Alright, so you can see the orange ones are still soaking a little bit. The green ones are cooked. So we'll start on the next part. Frying pan. A little bit of oil. And I'm going to start off with onions and bell peppers. I didn't have any jalapenos, but of course I'm going to start everything with onions and bell peppers. And I'm going to let the onions and bell peppers cook down for a little bit. Cooking down a little bit, I'm going to go ahead and add a can of tomato paste. Throw a little water in. Mix down a little bit. More water. I'm going to let that cook down a little bit with the onions and the peppers for about 5 minutes. And then we'll get on to our seasonings. I'm going to go ahead and add a little bit of garlic. They cook down. And I even have a little bit of ginger garlic paste, just to kick it up a little bit with the ginger. And I'll still let that cook down. I'll even add a little bit more water. Alright, here's the spices that I use. You know, mostly the ones on the left. I use a lot of the curry and gram masala, the chili powder and cumin and coriander. You know, that's what I sometimes use, but I usually use the ones on the left the most. And let's go ahead and start flavoring this. So it's basically going to be a curry dish, so I'm going to start with the curry. And maybe some black pepper. Go ahead and I'm going to keep adding water as this cooks down and kind of help it combine everything. And garam masala. Has less of the turmeric and probably more of the earthier cinnamons and stuff like that. So there's the garam masala. And we're gonna go ahead and crank up some chili powder. Since I don't have jalapenos, I'm just going to go ahead and heat it up with chili powder. There's our curry base. Looks like it's ready. So now I'm going to grab our lentils and hand them on over. Get that bay leaf out of there. Now I'm going to go ahead and add our red lentils with a little bit of liquid. It's all going to cook down here. Yeah. Add a little mix. Those bay leaves out. Those are peppers. Alright. I'm going to go ahead and cover this again and let it cook down. We'll give it a little bit more water. Alright, there it is. There's the lentils. A bit of water. I'm going to let this cook down. And that's probably going to soak up all that water. I think I'm going to add a little bit more. Alright. Now I'm going to let this go for about 15 minutes. We'll come back and check out how our lentils are cooking up. Alright, so these lentils have basically thickened up. You know, you see the red ones are basically gone, and the green ones are cooked down. I'm going to just go ahead and just give it a little bit of, say, a dash of salt. A little bit of some lime to cool off some of that chili. I do like to add a little bit of cream, sour cream, if you have it. Oops, I'm sloppy there. Alright, so I have the sour cream going, and that's gonna lighten things up, cream it up. You can see how much less than a cup of lentils made. Really thickened up. Got the curry going. And I think if you have it, and I'll add mine now, a little bit of cilantro, a little bit green. There we go. That's my curried lentil. Try to get everything mixed together there. Alright. And the finished lentils can go over rice. Bon appetit.